Disclaimer. Portrayed characters in story are fictional, the idol's name and face is just used but they are not like whatever is portrayed in this FF, so don't go and hate on any idol in reality. Thank you. Author's POV. YN get out of the house and started to run down the street. Not knowing her destination, she was still in her clothes which were covered in blood. She wasn't in her senses. Some people were sleeping on the street as it was night. She looks at her clothes and then back at the person who was sleeping. She suddenly steals one of the person's blanket and covers her body to hide her bloody clothes. That person was sleeping soundly that he didn't even realize that his blanket was gone. I don't know what to do and where to go. But one thing I'm sure about is that I'm not going to that house again. My so-called mom will fucking kill me. Her expression suddenly changes into a sinister one. If she tries anything, I might kill her as well. That bitch deserves to die. Hours later, she walks past a supermarket and saw the news on the screen. The news. Reporter: we are looking for a girl who killed her father and ran away. Here is a picture of her. If you saw her, please contact us on this number. He is not my fucking father. She yells as if someone would hear her. Everyone on the streets was so busy that they don't give a shit about others and minded their own business. That bastard tries to rape me, she said as tears started to form in her eyes and sat down on the street while hugging her knees. She cries her heart out. No, I can't be weak. I have to get out of this place. If any police officer saw me, they would arrest me. She looked around and found a club near her. She rushed to it while wiping her tears. She goes in and lets loose a little bit as the loud music makes her relax. She stops thinking about the bloody scene and all those things. She sits at the bar counter and watches others dance on the floor. She didn't buy any drinks because she doesn't have money with her as she ran away. One man was constantly looking at her up and down. She feels uncomfortable and moves on her seat and adjusts her blanket around her body to cover it and also to hide her bloody clothes. The man started to walk towards her and she shifted her gaze towards another direction to avoid eye contact and to make the place less awkward. Zach. Hi beautiful. She behaved as if she didn't hear him and didn't say a word. Zach. Actually, I'm the owner of this club. I was looking for some girls to work here, if you're interested. She immediately speaks as she needs a job and also a place to stay. Count me in. Zach. You look perfect for the job I'm looking for, he said while looking at her up and down and then licks his lips. By the way, what do I have to do? Zach. I will explain it to you in detail later, but now you can just change and start to serve. Thank you so much, I really needed this. Zach. I don't think you will be that thankful later, baby girl, he said while smirking. But she didn't pay attention to his words as she just wanted to be safe from the police and more importantly, she needed money. So where should I change? Zach. There is a room there. He shows her the direction and gives her a dress to wear. I'm not wearing this, it is too short and revealing. Zach. You will have to, honey. Do you want the job or not? She thinks for a while and then she changed into that. She goes to the counter and everyone's eyes were on her. Oh God, I'm feeling so awkward. I'm having a bad feeling about this job. I hope I don't regret this decision. Zach. Wow, you're looking hot as hell. As he said that, it reminded her of her stepdad as he said the exact thing to her. Can you just tell me what to do? She looks at him with a questionable look. Zach. Okay. So we have a special guest in the club at the VIP section. I want you to serve him. And also do whatever he told you to. If you don't, you might not be alive. Why don't you send someone with experience, as you said he is a special guest? Zach. I would have, but baby girl, there is no one as beautiful as you are in this club. You might be his new toy. He said the last phrase in a low voice as if whispering so that YN won't hear him. Before she could ask him questions, he speaks again. Zach. You should get going now, don't waste your time here. He won't like it. YN made her way toward the VIP section with his order in her hands. She goes in and didn't even look at him. She placed his order on the table and was about to leave when suddenly someone grabbed her hand. Jimin. Where do you think you're going, hun? He pulls her closer and makes her sit on his lap. He then places his lips on her neck while his hands move on her thighs. YN. What are you doing? Let me go. He suddenly stops and moves back on his seat while she is still on his lap. Jimin. What are you waiting for? Go. She quickly stood up and make her way towards the door. Jimin. Listen, if Elle ever met you again, be ready to be fucked till. Jimin. Understood. Now leave before I change my mind.